Hi there, Caledonian Biker, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at BMW Motorway Glasgow, Douglas Park, and I've got the BMW R1300 GS to ride, and it's the ASA version, the automatic shift assistance version. This is all new to BMW, and this is the first time that I've ridden one of the BMW automatics. So please stick around for my first ride impressions of this motorcycle, and we'll get them shortly after my intro. Roll the intro. So we've got a bit of national roads to try out. So neutral straight into first, just with the gear lever going down, pushing it up into second, and you're getting your display in the TFT, third manual, fourth manual, fifth manual. Now, this is you basically the exact same way as the standard R1300 GS that I ride myself. No difference, apart from there's no clutch. You're using this like a quick shifter, as I'm doing it now, fifth, back into fourth, back down into third for the twisties. So as you would with the quick shifter, you're not using the clutch, you're just using the foot gear lever, and that's what's happening. And it's not the traditional foot gear lever with the rod going into the gearbox, it's actually a switch. So all it does is, works as a switch back to the brain of the bike, where the two actuators are for the clutch and for the gears, and that's how it changes. Fourth now, back into third, back into second for traction coming down the hill here. Works the exact same way as my own 1300 GS does with a quick shifter. So you've got that facility, the bike's got it there, and you're now at the facility of having the automatic where you can put it in the drive mode, and you've got the ASA. So once we come up to the junction, you'll back into first, and now I'm going to quite simply select with my left thumb on the M and D button, D mode. After I push the button in the D mode, it changes from the manual and goes straight into D mode. Once you're in D mode, you can forget about the gear lever altogether with your left foot. You can forget about the left hand because there's no clutch lever, and you're riding totally on drive. If you feel as if you're needing to come down a gear just for traction, or just that you're getting a bit closer to the vehicle in front, you can also bang down the gear as I'm doing it now, and that's taking me down into third. There's also another way of doing it. If you're wanting to, you can actually just mirror check. I can hit the brake, and the brake takes me down. That's me fixed. Down to fourth, down to third. And I'm pulling away again. So there's two methods when you're in full drive mode that you can utilise to slow the bike down. You can kick it down as a conventional, if you're wanting that, for the corners, or you can just give it a dab of the brake and it'll bring it down for you as well. Either way, depends on what you're doing when you're riding the bike. If you come up to a bend and you want to brake for the bend, it'll come down automatic for you, or if you feel you need a wee bit more go about you, You can kick it down one or two, or you can just dab the brake, and it's just a very slight dab. It's not as if you're slowing up, and it will also come down. Very easy to operate, very simple method. Especially the fact that if you're used to working with a quick shifter and you've got it on drive mode in these more sportier roads, then all you're doing is just kicking it down that gear. It allows you that facility. Very much like the automatic cars, when you've got the different drive settings on it. If you want a wee bit more power, you can just pull it back down one, and it's giving you that instant traction away and acceleration. Thumbs up BMW, very clever. Impressed. Now, as you see, into the town here, automatic mode, kicks you back down, and we're into drive 3 now. So all automatic for you. All you're doing is concentrating on the road, looking for the cars in front, looking for the bends, etc, etc, when you're in the town, and this is all done for you. If you're needing to slow it up, as I said, in the 60s, kick it down one, just the same way as you would with a quick shifter, or just dab the brake. There you see it, D2 from D3, accelerate back out, back to D3, and it's super smooth, especially in town, linear smooth. So ready for some motorway riding now with the big BMW. I've got it in drive mode. I think you've learnt by this time that this is my favourite mode anyway. You can do everything in this mode. As soon as you need a gear that I'm doing now, I went for D6, I'm doing into D3, and I'm wanting to go out a few lanes to do a couple of overtakes. And I went for D3, back to D4, back to D5, into D6. I'm quite happy sitting the outside lane at D6. So the bike cruises along on the D6 the same way as you would if you just put it up through with a quick shifter and the normal mode of the bike. So yeah, again, I've got a bit of space, so I'm going to pick it down 2 gears as if I was going for the overtake. I'm into D4, I've got my acceleration, instant linear power, and then the bike corrects itself in the D4 again, brings you back up. You're going for the overtake, and it moves you back up. Once you've got your achieved speed, D5, D6, you're back to cruising again at your national speed limit on the motorway. This is remarkable how I can ride about, take it easy, cruising a big long journey down south or over the continent, on the motorways, on the autobahns, have it in fully D mode, and all of a sudden I've got some sort of overtake I need to do, or I've got a hazard, or whatever it is, I can just do what I'm doing now, kicking it down 2, and it's away instantly. Got that turn of face, I've got that traction. Very clever BMW, very clever. A few T-file heads in your department. Now, normally I'd be looking for a gear at this where I'm kind of tinkering about, this kind of 40s into the 50s, slow speed on the motorway. But it's that relaxing. With the ASA version here, I can just sit back, twist the throttle, and it does it all for itself. I know we can do it on our own bikes with the manual, we can leave it 4, leave it 5, it does it like that as well. But then all of a sudden something happens and then you're in with the clutch in the wrong gear. This will adjust it for you automatically. And now we're coming into the city centre, it's even going to show more of its prowess once you're riding the city centre. Obviously with the city centre riding, you're going to be using the actuators more. So you'll get a feel through the bike that the actuators are moving it automatically with the clutch and the gears into your different drive numbers, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's very, very slight, and it's nowhere the same way as what you've got with a quick shifter. That's far more radical than it is with the total drive mode. So same again with the modes. Put it into eco mode in the town, and all it is just selecting your button as you do with the conventional one, and it selects whatever mode that you're wanting for the bike. So we're in town, we're in fully automatic, and we're in eco mode. No clutch, no gear levers, so we're coming up to the red lights here. Bike selects itself right down into D1 mode, and we're ready to go as soon as the lights change. If I'm wanting my hill start hold on, there's not a problem with that. I just press the hill start hold on, as you see here, and we've got the eco mode there. So, as far as I'm concerned, 90% of your riding that you're going to be doing on your bikes, you could do it in this drive mode. It's only when you want to be a wee bit more sportier, you might want to select manual. But as I say, in the drive mode, you can easily kick it down whenever you want, and that gives you the traction and the acceleration you need for whatever situation you're in. Straight away, no clutch, smooth as you like, in the D mode. Sweet as you like, changing into D2 when we're in the busy city centre traffic. Up again into D3, very slight movement with the actuator as we shift through the gears from the city centre, doing under 30 miles an hour. Constantly working its way out, you don't need to do anything to it, it's just constantly working it out itself, same as you would with the automatic car. That's it, back to D1 selected for pulling away when I'm momentarily stopped. Slick change into D2, and it's very smooth, very easy to manoeuvre at the slow speeds. Just now you'd be playing about with clutches, you'd be doing this, doing that, selecting the gears. Sorry guys, this thing's doing it all for me. Again, we put the hill start on, we're in D1. And so simple again, if you want to select your modes, you've got your rain, your road, your enduro, eco, we're in town. We'll put it into road mode, just a touch of the brake, and it's into road mode. Now, just to simply say again, if I want to move it onto manual, we press the button in for the manual, push it into neutral for you, and then all we'll do is shift it in, and we're ready to go into first, and that's you into manual again. Very, very clever.
Hi, Caledonian Biker, thanks for sticking around. Hope you've enjoyed the video and the footage of me riding the new BMW R1300 GS ASA automated shift assistance. Now, obviously, a lot of manufacturers are looking at the automated shift assistance with their brands of bikes. Honda's had the DCT for a while now, and Yamaha has also introduced it with their MT range, and it's going to go in their full range. But as regards to today's ride on the BMW R1300 GS, I've been totally blown away by this. And I'm not easily blown away. I've had an array of bikes for the decades I've been riding. The biggest change that I found was the quick shifter coming in, and I wouldn't have a bike without a quick shifter now. I'm not used to them, and I think they're a great aid for any riders. Especially myself doing 30,000–40,000 miles a year, and been on my bike 12 months in a year. Now going back to this system is by far the easiest out of all the systems I've been using recently. Now, I had the Zero bikes for a week to ride, and they were fully automatic, and this isn't too far away from the way that was. You'll see in the channel there was a Honda CBR 650R with the E-clutch that I rode, and that was nice. But again, this system here is a game changer. It's a game changer even over the Yamaha system, where they have adopted to work with 2 paddles for getting up and down the gears on the left handlebar. As regards to this is so simple to work, and it just blows you away. So in the future, as far as I'm concerned, this is a must. If I was going to be buying any BMW, I would be looking for this on it. It's not an expensive bolt-on, it's only costing you £600 or so, and it weighs virtually nothing. There's no any sign of it being on like other manufacturers. There's nothing to tell on the bike that it's there. So as far as I'm concerned, especially getting older, because I'm no longer sons of anarchy, I'm sons of arthritis now, and for ASA use, sitting back, enjoying the roads, only 10% of the time would I actually ride this bike in the manual form, because the rest of the time you just want to have a casual ride. Understand, we all go out with our mates, the red mist comes down, we do this, we do that. You can flick this bike into manual mode and go and have that fun. There's no problem. And if you need the quick gear changing coming down, all you're doing is a quick pull of the brake lever and it'll come down. Do it again, it'll come down too for you, and then you've got your traction for moving out, overtaking, away you go. So as far as I'm concerned, this gets a massive thumbs up to me, BMW. I've done a remarkable job on this ASA system. Please go out there and try this bike. There's demonstrators available. Obviously I've got mine from Parts Motorrad in Glasgow, and they've done a great job with giving me the bike for the day, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So please share your thoughts if you do get a chance to ride it, or just ask me any questions about it. I'm more than willing to answer any of your comments in the field below.